Hello everyone, Princess and the Bear here.
Yep.
And we are back at Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Everything the light touches.
Yes, to go to Kidani Village for Sanaa To Go.
Yes, we're taking advantage of this once again.
We're staying here, so why not?
Let's go inside and Sanaa.
Be sure to be king.
You heard the girl.
And so we have the classic Disney beer because for some reason you can't order a Tusker lager at Sanaa even though you can get it at the restaurant and at the gift shop. Whatevs. Fortified grapefruits. It is what it is.
Here we have this Schöfferhofer beer yet again. Unleash the happiness. I'll be the judge of that. It's definitely grown on me. It's a lot better than the one that I had at the festival, the pomegranate one. No. This, though, 4 out of 5 claws. Just keep climbing the ranks.
Bear got the original traditional lager, the always vegan Yuengling. Cheers. Tastes like a safe America. I will give it 3 out of 5 bald eagles.
Of all my years here on this ball of mud, Yuengling has never let me down. Consistent, smooth, and some complexity and layers to it. 3.5 out of 5 claws.
Here we have a beautiful watermelon and pickled fennel appetizer. I'm going to get a watermelon with a piece of cucumber. It's been a couple years since we've had this. It's just as good as I remember. Super flavorful. Just fresh and bright. The watermelon hits you. The fennel's really subtle. Cucumber's nice. It kind of like mixes and adds a nice crunch to the overall offering. I would give this a 3 out of 5 watermelons. It's good. It's not something Bear's gonna like, but it's a very delicious seedless watermelon.
So here we have the first part of this sampler salad appetizer. I did actually like the salad the last time that we had it. Let's see if it still holds up. Let's get a little bit of that fennel in there. And the watermelon. Here we go. And it's still impressive. It's good. Nice how the watermelon holds up. It actually brings in seasonings pretty well. It makes me want to try these watermelon steak recipes we've seen floating around the internet. But it's still good. 3.5 out of 5 claws.
Here we have some Berbere black-eyed peas. I don't think that I'm pronouncing that correctly. Berbere is like a African spice that I absolutely need if I want to make my Ethiopian food. These big pieces of black-eyed peas. I'm having a really hard time keeping it on the fork. It's not just black-eyed peas. Garbanzo beans, corn, cucumber, all kinds of lovely things. Crunchy, beautiful, flavorful, wonderful cold salad. Everything is like cooked throughout, so there's no none of the beans have a crunch. It's seasoned to perfection. It's got a nice little like kick on the back end. I would give this a 3.5 out of 5 black-eyed peas. Closer to the like 4 level. Like, I would proactively order this. If I could order it by itself, I would do that. This is good. This is high protein. This is delicious.
So here we have another salad. A good mix of things. Black eyed peas. These thingies here on top. I see some peppers in here. There's definitely a lot going on in this salad for such a small little package. Don't let anybody tell you different cold bean salads is where it's at. Those beans, when seasoned right, are like little explosions of flavor in every bite. This right here is a top tier salad. 4 out of 5 plus.
This is the Tanzanian beet Chermoula. I'm pretty sure I butchered that, so you let me know if I did in the comments. I'm a little hesitant because I'm not a huge fan of beets. They're very earthy. But there's some carrot in here. I see some dried fruit, some pumpkin seeds. It's actually really good. Like some sweet potato in it and everything. It's not so like beet centric to where it's just earthy. It's just a nice mixture of salad. It's got a very unique like pseudo earthy but not so much, more like herby taste to it. The carrots are very like pronounced in this dish. There's some edamame in here. There's just so much going on that the beet is definitely not the star of this dish. I would give it 3 out of 5 beets, only because it's not as earthy as like just eating a straight beet.
Salad number 3. Got some delicious looking beets. Like some sweet potato and butternut squash. I think I see a whole lot of goodness in here. Let's see if it can bring us down to earth. Ooh. A lot of different textures going on in there. Between the beet that's super soft, the crunchy carrots, and the edamame. It's like a subtle savory with a hint of sweet. It's interesting. I don't know if it's my favorite so far, but it's interesting. 3.5 out of 5 plus.
It's the last of the 3.
So I guess the second salad with the black eyed peas would be my favorite then.
We have a potato and pea samosa with some tamarind sauce here, some slaw, and some mango chutney. I'm going to make sure to remove this chutney far away from the bear. This is the same chutney that they offer in the bread service. So I'm going to go ahead and take this sambusa. I'm going to take like a little bite of the pastry. Flaky, delicious, very well cooked. For bread, it's a 4 out of 5. Now, I'm going to dip the innards in some of this tamarind sauce. Because I'm always more for the tamarind sauce than the chutney anyway. It's just flavored so well. Tamarind gives it this nice burst. The peas, the potatoes have a great texture together. It's a huge kick. I would say it's like a 7 out of 10 on the heat scale. It's very spicy, but the kick is nice. It gives you like a nice little accompaniment to your day. Start your day the right way with the kick of sambusa. I will give it 4 out of 5 sambusas.
Here we have the legendary Sanaa sambusa. These things are absolutely massive every time, and they have never shrunk in size. They've always been these massive, just above golf ball sized little beings. I feel like sambusa is the Asian equivalent of the American pot pie, but somehow I feel like they got it more right than we did. I also prefer the tamarind, so I'm just gonna give it a little dunk, a little bite. And just like with a pot pie, the 2 key factors is a perfectly flaky crust and then that perfect filling. It's 4.5 out of 5 claws.
Here we have the legendary Sanaa bread service. This is the best bread service on Disney property. We are here with 9 amazing dippings. We did not get the peri peri because we're not sitting here. This one is not vegan. This one is not bear safe. We're not going to eat all of these because we have done this bread service multiple times on this channel. We'll have a link in the description box down below for you to see the specific video where we just do the bread service and then additional Sanaa videos where we have ordered the bread service. I'm going to go ahead and go with my greatest hits. You can to go order the vegan bread a la carte. I didn't see it on the app. I did have to order it separately from us doing the to-go. That's okay. We still got it. I'm going to do the red pepper hummus. So amazing. Very much like your traditional red pepper. Like if you're expecting that, that's what you're going to get. It is a 3.5 out of 5 hummuses. I'm going to go ahead and do this garlic one as well. Garlic one has whole pieces of garlic. So I'm going to have vampire breath. So good. Just so many flavors going on. Nice and like tangy in texture. Very delicious. 3 out of 5 garlics. And then I'll go ahead and do the sauce that kills bear. The mango chutney. I love this chutney. I wish I could have it everywhere. Spicy, but fresh and sweet. It's like jalapeno and mango. It's so good. 4 out of 5 mangoes. That is one of my favorites.
Back with the bread. And what a display it is. So, we're always suckers for this bread service. We cannot just go to Sanaa and not order the bread service. It's just not in us to do that. I will say, the one thing about any mobile order to go is that the plant-based options aren't always in the menus yet. I would recommend if you have specific allergies you're worried about to wait until you actually get to the podium to hit "I'm here" to warn them so they can adjust your order however they need to. But they're always willing to help you if you know something that comes up. So I'm going to go with this delicious looking yogurt sauce. It's all nice and thick with 2 C's. It pairs beautifully with the garlic naan, sort of balances the flavor out. So it's not too much yogurt and it's not too much garlic. It's still a strong flavor of both. 3.5 out of 5 claws. And buried underneath that, we have another piece of bread here. There's one thing I wish that they would do for Sanaa especially is start to rotate out the kinds of bread and the kinds of sauces. We need new sauces. I know there's more out there. They're always hiding something from us. I'll do that with a little bit of red pepper hummus. They don't mess around with the red pepper hummus. It's not red pepper light. It's like red pepper infused hummus. I love it every time. 4 out of 5 claws. For our last sauce and piece of naan, we're going to go with this chimichurri they have here. All delicious and thick. All herby. But not the love bug. That will cure what ails you, at least in the soul. That'll definitely cure you. Nice deep flavor. Excellent topping. It's herbs without being like smack in the face. It's not like a pimp slap type of flavor. More of a soft caress. 3 out of 5 claws.
Here we have some Aloo Masala. Ooh, it smells good. It's potato-y. It's masala-y. It's actually kind of a little light in flavor, lighter than what I expected. I would give this like a 3.5 out of 5 potatoes. This is pretty delicious. I would probably order this every time I did the pickle inspired dish.
I have a long history of masala. It hasn't always been positive, but I have faith in Sanaa. They've never steered me wrong. A little seasoned, a touch of cinnamon. Gives it a nice masala flavor. Potatoes are soft. They're touch. You don't even need to chew this. You can gum this and just swallow it whole. It's a nice flavor. Give it 3 out of 5 claws.
Here we have the Chickpea Wat. I absolutely love Wat in all forms. Monsieur Wat has been my favorite thing lately. Let me go ahead and revisit this Chickpea Wat in a beautiful tomato. Very flavorful. Very intensely seasoned. Just smacks your face with like masala flavor. It's not as good as Monsieur Wat, but I do love a good chickpea dish. Cannot steer me wrong with chickpeas. It's probably a good like 6 out of 10 on the spice scale. Maybe with some rice it'll be good, which we do have some rice. Some basmati or jasmine rice that we'll eat with this. I definitely need that to like help counteract some of the spiciness. I would give this a 2.5 out of 5 chickpeas. Not the best chickpea dish that I've had on property, but pretty decent.
Another day, another Wat. All tomatoey and chickpea in its little bed. Wata. Got a nice little spice to it. A little small kick. At the spice, I'd probably give it 2 out of 10 on the spice scale. It's very tomatoey without being super acidic, which I appreciate. It still holds in a lot of the flavor of the seasonings. Other than I feel like it's fighting each other, but I say this is an excellent dish. I do wish we had more options in the Chipotle inspired. I know that obviously we've been working on limited menus for a while, but this is still one of the standout dishes. Give that 4 out of 5 claws.
The third and final plant-based option in the Pickle inspired are these Cilantro-Coconut Vegetables. Now, this is not going to be my jam. I'm just going to take a piece of this cauliflower. The cilantro helps balance the coconut. It's not super coconutty, so I can understand that. It does have like a very small kick to it, so I would give it like a 1 out of 10 on the heat scale. Bear won't even realize that there's a little kick to it. But if you're sensitive to spices, you're going to taste that. I would probably give this like a 2.5 out of 5 mixed veggies. It's not the best, but it's also not horrible. Like, it would definitely get me through the day.
Cilantro and coconut are 2 very interesting things to put together, especially with this assortment of veggies. But I like that when you come to Sanaa, they give you dishes that are African inspired and don't try to dumb them down for you at all. It's a nice flavor. Over some rice would be even better. Cilantro balances well with the coconut. And the veggies don't really, since they're cooked so well, they don't really differ that much in texture. So, ends up being a nice side. 2.5 claws. 2.5 out of 5 claws. Every time I get the butter chicken at Sanaa, it just reminds me the wound deep in my soul that the Paneer dish still has not returned to Sanaa. We are in 2021. Give me my sheep cheese back. Until then, this butter chicken will have to soothe my soul. All covered, delicious, all cooked nice and well. Yeah. I know they named butter chicken. They weren't meaning that it goes down your throat like butter, but that's exactly where they land at. Nice deep savory flavor. Juicy chicken that's seasoned, because you know that my people know how to season food. All the way through. Still a solid 4 out of 5 claws every time. Sanaa To Go.
Amazing as all Sanaa meals are.
It's even better when you can bring it back to your room.
Yes.
This beautiful room here at Jambo House, thanks to the Gill family.
Yes, thank
for
you.
hooking us up with
Listen,
this
and
room.
they're amazing.
We are not worthy of all this appreciation.
We're really not.
But we love being able to bring Sanaa to your room. I wish all the to-go food in Animal Kingdom Lodge was from Sanaa, because it is top tier every single time.
Yes.
But if you haven't been to Sanaa, like I ask every single time we review this place, I'm ordering like review number 5, 6 now. Why haven't you gone to Sanaa?
Best
Let me know in the
bread
comments.
service on property.
What is keeping you from going here? If there's any other place you think can beat Sanaa, and there isn't one, by all means, that's going to be a place to find us. Hit the notification bell if you want to see other videos like this, and
we have new videos 5 days a week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
we will see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe.
You heard the girl.
And like this video, because it's the circle of life.